Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's challenging level puzzle, and it's called Colors in the Night 22 by Vilsa. And here are the rules. We have irregular Sudoku rules apply, which means place the digits 1 through 9 once in every row, column, and marked region. So instead of boxes, we just have regions here. We have anti-knight, where cells separated by a knight's move in chess cannot contain the same digits. So in addition to not having any repeats in any row, column, or region, you also cannot have a repeat in cells which are a knight's move away, which for this cell here would mean there are no repeats of that digit in any of these 8 cells, which are a knight's move away. And that's actually more important in this scenario, because you could have knight's move actually eliminating all 8 of those instead of having them in the same region, right? So that's important. We have Kropki dots, where cells separated by a white dot are consecutive, and all possible dots are given. So that means the negative constraint is in play. So cells separated by a white dot are consecutive, and all possible dots are given. So say this was a 6 here. That would mean this digit has to be 5 or 7, and these digits cannot be 5 or 7 because there's no white dot between them and this cell here. And again, if this were 6, that would mean these cannot be 5 or 7, and this would have to be 5 or 7. So again, keep the negative constraint in mind when you're doing that. And finally, we have a little killer, where digits along the marked diagonal sum to the number indicated outside the grid. So these 3 digits must add up to 17, so we could have something like, say, 3, 5, and 9 here. And this would be valid because 3, 5, and 9 add up to 17. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. I am not good at anti-knight, so this will probably take me longer than it will for most people. Or not most people, but most average level solvers on Logic Masters Germany. So keep that in mind. This is going to take me a while. Let's see. We do have a regular Sudoku, so I'm decent at that. So, this digit is 1 away from both of these. So whatever this digit is, it's 1 away from both of these, so this must be 2. This must be both versions of it that it's 2 away from. So this has to be 2 through 8 here. And this one is 2 away from... This digit cannot be the same as this. Because if it were the same as this one, then you would have 2 white circles here, right? Because these digits are consecutive with this. Both of them need to be consecutive with this digit if it's the same as that. So it cannot be the same as that. Therefore, these are 2 distinctly different digits. And this digit cannot be here because that's not consecutive with it. Can't be here because that's not consecutive with it. So red has to be one of these 3 in that region. This is consecutive with that. Okay, so these 2 are different digits. So this must be the same as that. So we know those 2 are the same. So this could be red. We'll make that pink, I guess. This is a different digit. We'll make that orange. So yellow is the same as here, which means yellow cannot be here or here. So yellow has to be one of those three. Where is red? Red cannot be here or here in this region. Red has to be one of those three in this region. Interesting. So pink, orange, and yellow have to be the digits that are here because these are the ones that are not there. We'll mark that as blue, I guess. So this must be blue, pink, orange, and yellow. So blue, pink, orange, or yellow. Okay. That means whatever digit is here, well, it could be any of these six. So this is red, this is pink. Pink can only be consecutive with 2 digits. So this must be orange here. Okay, so therefore this cannot be orange here. This is blue, pink, and yellow, which means this can't be blue, pink, or yellow. That's orange. So that must match here, which is here. So pink, yellow, or blue is here. Pink and yellow aren't consecutive. Yellow and blue aren't consecutive, so that doesn't surprise us there. So this is orange, yellow, and blue here. This then is some combination of light green and whatever. So blue is consecutive with this digit here. Let's make that medium. So blue could be there. We don't know. So this is yellow. We have 4 consecutive digits here. Interesting. So then these 2 digits are the same. They cannot be red, yellow, or orange. Let's make this as light. Consecutive with green. Okay. So these 4 digits match these 4. So we have to have interesting. These 3 are consecutive with each other. So these 4 have to match these 4. This is red, yellow, and blue. So this cannot be... We know red is one of these. We know yellow is one of these. Blue cannot be any of these 3 here. So this cannot be blue. Pink cannot be here. Pink is one of these 5. So, assuming... I guess you could have red and... I think we have to have red and yellow be here. Can we have red and yellow and red and yellow? Okay, so where can red be? Red can only be next to yellow and pink. So if this were red, that means yellow would have to be here. Which means this would have to be pink, which is possible. If red is here, yellow could be any of these two. Where I don't think red can be is red cannot be here. Well, maybe. That means yellow or pink is not here. Yellow has to be one of these two. Hmm. Oh, we have Knight's Move too. I forgot about that. Pink. So this cell cannot be this cell. It's either here, here, red, yellow, or that. This cell cannot be that cell. It's either red, yellow, or that. We know orange cannot be any of these. We have Knight's Move. Orange is here and here and here. Or anti-knight. I sometimes say it's Knight's Move, but that's not. Anti-knight definitely seems more descriptive of the actual rule set. So let's color these. Let's remove that. Let's make this medium and this dark. So this cell cannot be medium because that's an anti-knight. So this is red, yellow, or dark. This cell cannot be dark, so it's red, yellow, or medium. Neither of these are orange. They could be pink, though. So dark and medium, well, they both, so medium, okay, so one thing is this cannot be medium and dark. So one of these is red or yellow, at least. It could be both. Oh, red cannot be a Knight's Move away. So red cannot be here. Red cannot be here. If red is here, this has to be yellow or pink. That seems fine. If red is here... Okay. That's not too helpful. Anyways, orange has to be one of these 5. Cannot be here. Can't be here. So orange can't be here. Cannot be here because that's the same digit as that. Can't be here. So orange has to be one of these 3 in the region in the lower right. One of these has to be red and yellow. This has to be some combination of red, yellow, medium, and dark. But medium and dark could both be pink. They cannot be blue. They cannot be yellow. So both of these could be pink. Light could be pink also. Hmm. Um. Oh, where's blue in this region? Blue is consecutive with this digit. It cannot be here because red and yellow are distinctly different digits, right? Because this, if this were red, then these would both be consecutive with this. So red's different. So red can't be here. Can't be any of these. Blue has to be one of these five. Can't be here because of normal of they're in the same column. Can't be here because of anti-night. Cannot be here because if it were here, this would be consecutive also because we know these are consecutive. So blue has to be here. That's interesting. So blue is guaranteed to be there and one of these three. Where is blue in region 2? Or sorry, column 2. Can't be in this region because of blue there. Can't be here because of blue in the region. Can't be here because of blue in the region. So blue has to be one of these two. So if blue is here, that means blue cannot be here or here because of this normal Sudoku and this by anti-night. But if blue's there, that's fine. Pink is only consecutive with orange and red. So pink cannot be here. Pink cannot be here. Pink cannot be here. So pink is either one of these two, or it's medium or dark. So one of these three is guaranteed to be pink since this is blue and blue. So obviously if pink is here... Oh, this can't be dark. If this were dark, these two would be these two are consecutive. These would have to be consecutive. So this cannot be dark. It's red or yellow. Interesting. Obviously, if it's red... Red cannot be here. So this is red, yellow, medium, dark. This is light. That means blue has to be one of these. It cannot be here. So blue's one of these. Okay. This cell cannot be any of these five. If blue were here, it's guaranteed to be consecutive with this cell here. Let's make that green. So again, green cannot be any of these. Green could be here, or green is one of these four. So again, if green is here or blue is here, they would be consecutive with each other and would have to have a white dot. So it cannot be blue or green. So blue is one of these two guaranteed. Green is one of these three guaranteed. Orange, one of those three. Okay. And then the last cell here. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Okay, so we have red or yellow here. This is not guaranteed to be red, remember. So green cannot be any of these. It can't be one of these two because if it were, it would be consecutive with blue. So green has to be one of those two there. So we have green here, green here. Obviously, one of these is green. This can't be green because that's anti-knight. Green could be any of these. Okay. What else do we have? So the problem with yellow, so if this is yellow, this is red. If this is red, none of these could be yellow, and red has to be consecutive with yellow. So I think this is a red-yellow pair here. Right? If this is yellow, we have light, which can't be red. That's consecutive with, and red, which would have to be there then. If this is red, red's consecutive with pink and yellow. But this can't be yellow either. So therefore this would be yellow. So this is red-yellow as a pair, which means this cannot be red or yellow. Which means dark or medium is consecutive with either yellow or red. And it's only consecutive with red if it's pink. Okay. So there's that. Obviously, medium and dark are not consecutive with each other, so that's fine. So that means yellow has to be consecutive with another digit. So yellow is either consecutive with one of these two, or it's consecutive with this light. So yellow has to be 2 through 8. Red has to be 3 through 7 then. Because yellow is consecutive with 2 digits. Red is 3 through 7, which makes pink, well, it could be 3 through 7 also. Or 2 through 8. Yeah. Pink is 2 through 8. Interesting. Both red and yellow cannot be here. Actually, yellow can't be any of these. So yellow in this region has to be either here or one of these two. Interesting. Red cannot be here. But red could be one of these two. Or here. Interesting. This is not, so this cannot be red here. If that's red, that would force this to be yellow. They would have to be consecutive and would have to have a white dot between them. So this can't be red. Red is one of these 4. Okay. If red were here, that would force this to be red here. Oh, this can't be red because of anti-knight. So this, okay, so there we go. If this were red, that would mean this can't be red because of anti-night. So that would be yellow, which would force this to be red. But this digit would be consecutive with red, and it doesn't have a white dot between them. So this cannot be red. Yellow, then, has to be one of these three. Excuse me. Red is guaranteed to be here. So this cannot be red here. This is yellow, which makes this not yellow. That's red. That means yellow cannot be here. Yellow is guaranteed to be here. Well, yellow and red would be have to have a white dot between them. This cannot be red because there would have to be a white dot. So red has to be here, which means this can't be red here. So red has to be here. Red is only consecutive with yellow and pink. Yellow's here, pink is here, so this cannot be red. So red has to be here. That means this is red. Red is consecutive with yellow and pink. So this light is essentially both pinks. So these are not pink here. This is medium, dark, and this is light. Okay. So remaining digits in column 2 are medium and dark. We have pink here. Yellow is consecutive with one of these two. We're not sure which. So this has to be... What do we have left? We have light and we have pink. Pink can't be here because of pink in the row. This is red. That's yellow. That's red here. We have... Oh, these. This is not pink. So these are light, green, and orange in row 8. This is pink, so this cannot be pink here. Where's pink in this? Oh, this can't be pink. Right. None of these are pink because they're in the same region. Okay, pink cannot be any of these. Can't be here, can't be here. Can't be here, can't be here because of anti-night. So if pink were here, this is consecutive with pink, so there would have to be a white dot here. So pink can't be there. Pink has to be there then. We have blue remaining. Blue cannot be here or here because of cell there in the column and then anti-night. So blue has to be one of these two. Interesting. This digit is consecutive with both of blue and another color, but we don't know which. Let's remove these numbers. So this is guaranteed to be red. Remaining colors then are here light, medium, and dark. Okay. We don't have any information. We have... Okay, so we have yellow. Yellow in this region cannot be any of these. So yellow has to be one of these three. Red cannot be any of these regions or here. So red is one of these three. If this is red, it would be guaranteed to be next to a yellow, and there would have to be a white dot. So this can't be red. If this is yellow, it would have to be guaranteed next to a red, and it cannot be in one of those. So there would have to be a white dot there. So red is one of these two. Yellow is one of those two. So we have red here, red here. We are guaranteed a red in one of these. This, we don't know. Remaining cells of region of this middle region. We have light, medium, dark, green, orange, and we have red, yellow, and blue already accounted for. Okay, this can't be medium. No dark here because of cells in the column. We have anti-night, so this can't be green. Where is yellow in this cell? It also has to be in columns 5 and 6. Obviously can't be here, can't be any of these. Oh, so this yellow eliminates yellow from here, and here by anti-night, and here. So yellow has to be one of these two, which means this cannot be yellow. This is yellow here. Well, this cannot be red, because if this is red, it sees that cell by normal Sudoku and that by anti-night. So this cannot be yellow. This has to be the medium or dark. We don't know which. And that's consecutive. Well, that could be yellow there. So again, yellow can't be here or here by normal Sudoku. Can't be here by anti-night, so yellow has to be one of those two. Yellow, therefore, has to be here, which means this cannot be yellow. Okay, remaining colors of column. So red has to be here. It's only consecutive with pink or yellow, and this can't be yellow. So this must be pink. Pink is consecutive with red or orange. This can't be yellow. So this is pink. So pink's consecutive with, this is either orange or red. If this is red, I mean, that could be the case. We don't know if it's orange, though. We have pink here, so this cannot be pink. So this is blue or yellow. If it's yellow here, this must be medium or dark. If it's blue here, this must be green, so this can never be light. That's interesting. One of these is light. So this is light. You could have green, medium, or dark here. No green here because of green in the column. No medium here because of medium in the column. Okay. The only pinks remaining have to be one of these two here and one of these four. Pink is consecutive with red. So pink cannot be here in row 5. And can't be here, so this must be pink here. Which means we have pink in one of these cells here. This can't be orange because of anti-night. One of these two is light, so this cannot be light here. So light's one of these two. This light eliminates light from being there, so where's light in this left central region? Must be here. So that's light, which means this can't be light and this can't be light. So this is green or blue. So light's here, light's here. Light's one of these two. This light sees that light there, and this is anti-night also, so this can't be light. This is orange or dark. Interesting. Huh. These digits are consecutive. So this digit cannot be consecutive with that. So this is not the same as that one. This one, therefore, has to be this digit here. Interesting. Okay, let's mark these as letters. Oops. So this is A. If these were consecutive, there would have to be a white dot between them. And these are consecutive, so this cannot be A. This cannot be A. A has to be here. Light also has to be here, which means these two cells must match these two. Well, this can't be there, so this must be B, which matches that, and these are C. Okay. That doesn't tell us much, but tells us something, I guess. That means A... Oh, where's A? A is guaranteed to be one of these four. Cannot be here because of BC, because this is consecutive with that. This is in the same row as that. This is an anti-Knight's move away, so therefore this must be A here, which means this cannot be A. This cannot be blue. This is blue here. So we have blue here, which means this can't be blue. So blue is either here or here. We don't know which. Where is... Well, no, we have blue in this region. Never mind. We have blue here, blue here, blue here, and blue one of those two. So again, if this is yellow, this is medium or dark. Oh. This is medium or dark. And this can't be green, because that's consecutive with blue, and we know they have to have a white dot between them. So this is green. So the C's are green, which means these are not. So C's are green. This is medium or dark. It cannot be consecutive with... It technically could be consecutive with blue. Okay, well, never mind. If it's dark, it could be consecutive with blue, because we don't know. So A is there. B is here. A means this can't be A because of anti-night. So this can't be medium or dark. It's light, which means this can't be light. It's medium. So A is, dark. Can't be medium. So therefore this is dark. No dark here, so this is not dark. So we have all the... This is not medium. Wait, that's not right. Hold up. A's are the same. Okay, so this... Okay. So A's have to be dark, because they cannot be medium. So they are dark. And B's are not dark, which means they're medium. Okay, there we go. So then we can remove these letterings. Okay, so this is dark, which means this can't be dark anymore. That's orange, which eliminates orange from the rest of the region. And row. What the? How did I get that? Anyways, remove orange there. This is light, which eliminates light from the rest of the region and row. This is blue-green as a pair. No light here. This light means this can't be light by anti-night. That means this can't be green. So this can't be green, that's orange. So this is done there. That means this can't be green. This is medium. This can't be medium. It cannot be consecutive with dark. So this is not dark. This is blue, which means this can't be blue or green. Wait, that's not right. Medium is not consecutive with blue. Oh, that's bad. That is not good. Ugh. How did I screw this up? Um. Uh. Okay. Um. Let's restart. I don't know where I screwed this up. Red, yellow, pink, orange. This is consecutive with 2. This can't be. This is not consecutive with that one. So this must. These are not the same. And these can't be the same, so this must be yellow. This can't be red, so this must be orange. Again, we made this blue, this green. Red cannot be here, red cannot be here, red can't be here, so red's one of these two. Orange cannot be in this region, so orange is there. This is blue, yellow, and pink. Red cannot be here, cannot be here. So red again is one of these two. And the rest is light through light, medium, darker green. Red cannot be here, cannot be here. It's one of these three, cannot be there. These 4 match red, yellow, and these cells. So this was medium, this was dark. This cannot be medium because that would then be, it's anti-night. This can't be dark because it's anti-night. These are the same. This had to be blue because anti-night eliminated blue here. This can't be blue because it's in the same row. Red is different from blue because otherwise these would have to have a white dot with this cell if it were red. And it can't be here because this would have to have a white dot if this were blue. So this has to be blue there. This must be orange, light, green, and blue. So the thing is, why can't these... Okay, if this is dark, this is consecutive with dark, and therefore there would be a white dot there, so it can't be dark. If this is... Okay, so yellow and red cannot be here. So yellow and red have to be here or here. Obviously, yellow can't be here, so yellow is one of these 3. Red is one of these 5 because it can't be here. If this were red... Well, okay, first of all, red is only consecutive with yellow or pink. So if this is red... Red cannot be here because of anti-night. So yellow could be here. Red could be either of these two. So can this be medium? Medium, if this were medium... Okay, so if this is red... That means either this is yellow or medium is pink. But then pink would have to be consecutive with orange. And orange is already here. So that cannot be medium. So this has to be a red-yellow pair, which eliminates red and yellow in the rest of the row. So again, if this is red, that would force this to be yellow, which would force that to be red. Okay, so this red... Why can't this be red is kind of the question. Well, it could be, actually. Maybe that was the issue. Oh, well, okay. So the key is, if this is red, this is yellow-red, which makes this pink. If this is red, that would force this to be not red, that's yellow. This is red. This is consecutive with red, and then therefore this would be red. So this can't be red, period, here. So red cannot be here because of anti-knight, cannot be here because of normal Sudoku, can't be here because if this is red, that anti-knight makes that yellow, which makes that red, and therefore this would be consecutive with red, which means there has to be a white dot there. So red's one of these three, which means this cannot be red. That's yellow, which means this can't be yellow. So red has to be one of those three. This can't be yellow here. This is red. Red's consecutive with only pink and orange, or sorry, pink and yellow cannot be here. So this is pink, which means what? We know this is pink here. So this is medium, dark, and this is light. So no medium, dark here. This is yellow. Yellow's consecutive with red, so this cannot be red here because there would have to be a white dot between them. So red has to be here, which means this cannot be red here, which means red has to be one of those two. Has to be here, which means this can't be red. Red is consecutive with yellow and pink. This can't be yellow or pink because of yellow here and pink here, so this can't be red, which means red's there. Okay, so that's all the same. This can't be blue. So this is all the same. This is red. It's consecutive with yellow and pink. This can't be yellow, so that's pink. Pink's consecutive with red or orange. This can't be yellow because of yellow in the row, so this is pink. So this is double pink there, which means this can't be pink here. Remaining colors in row 8 are light orange and green. Pink cannot be here. Cannot be here. Pink has to be one of these. Can't be here. So pink is one of these two. Can't be here. So pink is here. So we have pink in all of these cells. Orange cannot be next to it because there's no white dots with it. So this can't be orange. Remaining colors in row, or in this region, we have light, medium, dark, green, orange, and blue. No, this cannot be blue or medium. This can't be light here, so light has to be one of these two, which means this can't be light here. Remaining colors, actually, let's do remaining colors in column 2. We have medium, dark, green, and blue. This can't be blue because of blue in this set here. This has to be medium and dark. And green. But green can't be here because of green in the column. No medium or blue here. No blue here because of anti-knight. No orange here because of anti-knight. No dark here because of normal dark. This is pink. No orange here because they would be consecutive with pink. Orange is one of these two. We don't know which. Okay. What else do we have? Green can't be here because of anti-night. Light can't be here because of anti-night. Light is one of those two. So light has to be one of these two. So since light is one of these two, it cannot be here because of anti-night. So light has to be here. So light is here, which eliminates light from these cells there because of normal Sudoku and anti-night. So light, well, we don't know. Could be any of these four. Blue and green cannot be consecutive with each other here, so this can't be green. Which means green is one of those two. And we had this labeled. So one of these is light. We don't know which. Oh, maybe that's where I messed up. Huh. Okay. Well, this can't be orange because of orange in the row. Red, yellow, pink. Maybe that was the error. Let's label these B and C. B cannot be either of these. And it can't be anti-night here, so B has to be here. This cell sees both of these. This cell sees both of these. Sorry, this cell is one of these. This cell sees all three of these, so this must match that. So this is C, which means this cannot be green. So this is medium or dark. Interesting. Right. So the problem was this A, and that could be light. I don't know how I got light was there. So B must match here. Yeah, so that was the problem. So B is this one, C is this one. We just don't know which one's which. C cannot be here, so C has to be matching here. Oh. This could be either one of these. So this one cannot be any of these three, so it must be that one. This one cannot be here, but it could match either of these two. This one can't be here, but it could match either of those two, so that's why that's C. So either of these could match either of these. Okay. So C is guaranteed to be here, and it's with blue. Okay, and we don't know how these match up. Okay, so that was the problem. I had this A having to be there. And I think that was a contradiction, interestingly enough. Okay. Red cannot be here, cannot be any of these. So red has to be one of these three. Yellow cannot be any of these. So it has to be one of these three. Well, if yellow's here, it's consecutive with red, and there's no white dots there, so this cannot be yellow. If red is here, it's consecutive with one of these three, so this can't be red. Orange. Well, it doesn't matter. Pink. Pink is already in the region, so that's fine. Okay, where is yellow in this region then? Cannot be here. Cannot be here. Can't be in anytime night, so it's one of these two. So yellow is definitely one of these two, which means this can't be yellow here. This is not, so therefore yellow is guaranteed to be here. If this were red, it would see that cell by regular Sudoku and anti-night there. It can't be red here. So yellow is consecutive. This is medium or dark. This can't be yellow, so it must be consecutive with another digit here. Not yellow. So we have yellow here. One of these is yellow. We don't have anything here, though. Red cannot be here or here. Red cannot be here. So red in this region can't be here. Can't be any of these. Can't be here because that sees this cell from normal and anti-night. Can't be here. So red in this region has to be one of these two. And this can't be red because if it's so red can't be here, can't be here, can't be here. Can't be here because it sees this cell and that cell. Same with that. So red's one of these two. If red were here, this has to have a white dot between them because it's yellow guaranteed here. So this must be red, which means no red here. So this is red here. Okay. Red in this region cannot be any of these or here, so it must be here, which means red is here in the upper right-hand region. Yellow. Okay, yellow cannot be consecutive with red, so this is not yellow, which means this is yellow. This can't be yellow here because of yellow in the row. Yellow has to be one of these three. And it's yellow's only consecutive with red. So if yellow were here, that would force this to be not red. It would force this to be the dark or medium, which is the same cell as that. So this cannot be yellow. Yellow can't be here or here or here or here. And again, if yellow's here, this can't be red. So it would have to be medium or dark, which would match that cell there. So yellow has to be one of these two. Where's yellow in row 4 then? Can't be here because one of these is yellow. Can't be here because one of these is yellow. Can't be here because yellow's here. And can't be here because of yellow here or yellow here. Can't be yellow here, so this has to be yellow. Which means one of these two is yellow. Yellow cannot be consecutive with red, so this must be yellow here, which means this can't be yellow here. It's blue. Blue could be consecutive with light. It's consecutive with green also. It cannot be medium here. So this is green, dark, or light. So blue is here, which means this can't be blue. Blue eliminates blue from being here, so this is C, which means this is blue here and not C. We have pink here, which means this can't be pink. This is yellow. So we have all the yellows, we have all the pinks. Oh, we don't have all the pinks. Pink is one of these two. Pink cannot be consecutive with red. So pink has to be here, and then pink has to be here. Or pink is consecutive with red, but none of these are consecutive with this red. Okay. Blue and green are consecutive with each other. If they were there, they would guarantee that they're consecutive with the green in the region or the blue in the region, so this cannot be blue or green. This is orange or light. Remaining colors, let's do column 3. We have light, medium, and dark, I think, left. Yeah, light, medium, and dark. So light is guaranteed to be one of these two. That means it's consecutive. Well, the remaining digits in this region then are green and orange. Orange is consecutive with, well, green's not consecutive with either of these. Hmm. Green's only consecutive with blue as far as we know. Orange is only consecutive with pink as far as we know. Remaining color here then is can't be light, can't be medium, could be dark, could be green, no pink, could be orange, could be no red, no yellow, no blue. So those are the possibilities. So light is consecutive with the non-C medium or dark. That's interesting. That means B cannot be the other medium or dark, because if B were the other medium or dark, it would be consecutive with one of these two digits, because one of these is light. So B has to be green. So B is green, which means this can't be green here. Oh, it couldn't be green either ways because this is blue, and it has to be consecutive with that. So blue is consecutive with dark or light. Don't know which. So this is green, green. So this will mark as A, as that must match that. A, so this cannot be A. Therefore, A cannot be Knight's Move Away. So this must be light here. So this is light and not A. This is not light. So we have an A, well, we already knew that. A and C. This is green. A could be here, or A could be here. So that's fine. C matches here, here, and here. Okay. Where are blue and green in row 6? Cannot be here, cannot be any of these. So one of these has to be green or blue. But it doesn't mean the other one has to be there. Where is blue actually in this region here? Can't be here or here. We're guaranteed one of these two can't be. Because we have a guaranteed blue here and a guaranteed blue here. So one of these two is blue there. Okay. We know these are accurate. So pinks are set, reds are set, yellows are set. So one of these is guaranteed to be blue. So this must be green, dark, or light here. Right? To be consecutive with blue. Because blue is consecutive with dark and light, blue is consecutive with green. Well, this cannot be light because of anti-night. This can't be dark because of anti-night. So this must be green. So we have green here, which means none of these can be green. This can't be green because of anti-night. Where is green in row 7? It has to be here. So this is green, which eliminates green from the rest of the region. This is light, which eliminates light from here. This can't be light. This can't be light. This can't be orange. So this is dark. That eliminates dark from being here. No dark from being here. So C is medium. So it's not dark, not dark. So we have C. A has to be medium, not medium. It's dark. So A is dark. That means this can't be dark here. And we have a dark medium pair, a dark light pair here. This is green. This can't be dark, so this is a blue medium pair. Green eliminates green from being here and here, whereas green, it has to be here. Orange, whoops, has to be here. Orange eliminates orange there, so this must be orange there. Medium eliminates medium here, so that's blue, which means this can't be blue here. That's medium, that eliminates blue there, so this is the blue left. Blue eliminates blue here, so that's light, which means this can't be light, that's blue. Remaining colors in row 6 are dark and light. This cannot be dark because of dark in the row, so this is light, which means this can't be light. That's dark, which means this can't be dark, so that's light. So that's why, yeah, I messed that up because I had that being a medium or dark. So we proved that now. And now we should be able to do it, color everything in now. Yellow cannot be next to dark as consecutive, so this must be yellow's consecutive with medium. So this is medium, no medium here. Yellow's here. Cannot be consecutive with red, so this must be medium there. Yellow's consecutive with medium there. We have 8 mediums. We know where the last medium has to be. It has to be there. This green eliminates green here, so this is orange, which means this can't be orange. So it's green, which means this can't be green. It's orange. And that's filled out. The remaining color here is dark. Remaining color in row 5 is blue. That means we have 8 blues. We know where the last blue has to be. It has to be there. Remaining color here is dark. Blue is consecutive with light or green. This cannot be light because of light in the column, so this is green. So green's consecutive with medium, which is correct. That leaves this digit here as light. Column 6, we have light and orange left. This can't be light because of light in the row, so this is orange, this is light. Column 7, we have orange, which can't be here, so this is orange and dark. So that's dark, which gives us a green here. So let's make sure that these colors are correct. Red is only consecutive with yellow and pink. So we have yellow, yellow, pink, 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 pink. No yellow or pink. Pink, pink, yellow. No yellow or pink. No yellow or pink. No yellow or pink. Yellow's consecutive with red and medium. No yellow, no red or medium. This is red, red. No red or medium. No red or medium here. It has medium here. It has red and medium here. It has medium here. Orange. Orange is consecutive with pink. And that's it. Huh. Orange consecutive with just pink. Okay. pink is consecutive with red and orange. No red, orange here. Red, orange in these spots. Red here. Red here. Red here. Red here. No red or orange. No red or orange. No red or orange here. Okay. So orange only has one consecutive digit so far. Okay, so what is the order then? We have orange to pink to red to yellow. Yellow to medium. Medium to green to blue. To light to dark. And dark has to be an edge too. So that means medium is guaranteed to be 5. So this is 5. Yellow is 4 or 6. So yellow's 4 or 6. Medium or blue is 3 or 7 because it goes from medium to yellow, red, orange, red, pink, orange. It goes from medium to green, right? Green and then blue. So that's why it's 3 or 7. Pink is 2 or 8. So how does this add up to 17? Yellow and pink are on the same end. So they're both either low or both high. If it's both low, that's 2, 4, and 7 adding up to 13, so it cannot be. So therefore, pink is 8. Yellow is 6, and blue is 3. 3, 8, 6 adds up to 17. Green is 4. Red is 7. Orange is 9. Blue goes to light, which is 2. And then dark is 1. And that's the solution. Yep, it took me a decently long time because I am not good at anti-knight. Though it really wasn't using anti-knight too much. It was using a lot more irregular Sudoku deduction here. And the negative constraint for the Kropki dots. So those were the main two things. But again, I missed some things about anti-knight. Probably. Also, I made this mistake. So that was a pretty bad mistake. But yeah, this wasn't really as much anti-knight as it was irregular region Sudoku. And I do like a irregular region Sudoku, and I think I'm decent at it. So, maybe that's why. Without this mistake, I probably would have been able to solve it quicker. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.